viewers, welcome to the 14th part of the tutorial series. In the previous video, we looked at aggregation functions with the group by statement. In this video tutorial, we are going to look at SQL Wildcard Characters. Let's connect to our database. Open a new query editor. As per tradition, we change our working database. We are looking at SQL Wildcards, SQL Wildcard Character, so in SQL, a wildcard character is used to substitute one or more characters in a string. A string is a group of characters. For example, my name is Kennedy. This is a string. It's a group of characters. K is a character. E, N, N, E, D, Y. These are characters. So a string is made up of characters. A character is a single letter, so to say. So we use wildcards to substitute one or more characters in a string. Wildcard characters are used with the like operator. We looked at the like operator in one of our previous videos. The like operator is used in a where clause to search for a specific pattern in a column. So for example, let's look at the SQL characters. There are certain characters SQL recognizes or characters that are supported by Microsoft SQL Server. The first one we are going to look at is a percentage character. I'm going to write it as a comment. This character represents one or more characters in a string. One or more characters in a string. One or more characters in a string. Then we also have an underscore. An underscore represents a single character. So for underscore is a single character. Like in my name Kennedy, an underscore can be used to represent K. So what I mean is Kennedy has 7 letters or 7 characters. So we might write or represent Kennedy with an underscore character as K E N N E D Y. 7 underscores representing Kennedy. The next character or a wildcard character are the square brackets. These brackets represent any single character within the brackets. We are going to practice with these wildcard characters so that you see what they do or how they are used in SQL. Then there is also a caret. In other programming languages, it's used as a power. Let me just copy it. I've lost where I can write it from my keyboard, so that's a caret. That is a caret. Spelling, that's a caret. Like this, written like that. Caret represents any character not in the bracket. So represents any character not in the bracket, not in the square brackets. The last character we are going to look at is the hyphen. The hyphen represents any single character any single character within the specified range. Within the specified range. So the hyphen, the single hyphen is used to represent any single character within the specified range. Like for example, we want characters between A and let's say G. That is the hyphen. So these are the wildcard characters we are going to look at. So let's select O from customers table. Let me reduce the size. Yeah, better. So we are going to start with the percentage that represents one or more characters in a string. To use that one, we can use that one to search for a pattern. For example, let's return all customers that contains the pattern, a certain pattern within their names. You can say select all from customers. We provide a condition. Remember, we are saying we use wildcard characters with the like operator, and the like operator is used in a where clause to search for a specified pattern in a column. So where we say contact name, for a pattern we say like, and then we provide our wildcard character, the percentage, like, let's say MER, then we close. So if you check here, we said one or more characters in a string. If we want, we can just say M if we want, but we are representing these characters in a string. Now remember, a string is supposed to enclose in single quotes like this. Let's check. Let me copy this one first. In this one, we are going to say MER. Let's start with the first one. We check what we get. Let's check the contact name. Here is a contact name. We are saying from the customers table where the contact name like, it contains the letter M within the contact name, select them all or display them. So if we check the contact name here, there is M here. Then there is also M here. There is M there. There is M there. There is M there, M. So you'll find that it's going to return all the customers having letter M in their contact name. How about this one? Here we are using just a single character. Let's check the next one. This one. What this one means is whichever customer has MER in their contact name, it's going to retrieve them. But it's not going to retrieve whichever customer even if they have letter M, because here we are providing more than one character. We have 3 characters, and the way we've provided or the way we've written MER or the pattern here, that's the way it's going to search. Whichever customer matches this pattern of MER, it's going to retrieve them, not just letter M like the first one here. So let's check. It has filtered. We check contact name. Even if this is letter M, but if it had no summer, this one could have been left out. But in summer, there is a pattern MER. It has been retrieved. The next one is MER. The last one MER. it has retrieved. With the same character, the wildcard character, the percentage sign, we can say, let's remove this one and check. It has returned the same result. Or let me copy this one and do this. One thing I forgot about this to tell you is including the percentage at the beginning and at the end means contains. It contains. No wonder the pattern is in between the two characters. Contains. So for this one, it's saying it ends all customers that have got MER at the end of their contact name. No wonder the character is at the beginning, then the pattern at the end. So whichever customer has got MER at the end of their contact name, retrieve them. No wonder it's getting that one. It's just a coincidence that even this one retains the same. But this one will always retain what this one retains. But this one will not retain what this one retains. Why? Because we want MER at the end, not in between, at the end. Hope it has made sense. We can also put at the beginning the percentage sign. Let's check. See the difference. So meaning we don't have a customer whose contact name begins with MER. Then at the end it can be any characters, but as long as it begins with MER, it should retrieve them. Now looks like we don't have such customers. No wonder we get an empty result set. Let's proceed. Let's look at the underscore. An underscore represents a single character within a string in a column. So a single underscore represents a single character within a string. It can be any character or number, but each underscore represents one and only one character. Let's return all customers with a city starting with any character, followed by maybe DOM. Let's paste that one. I'm going to use the same one. And then we change the condition where city like, so we are using an underscore. So maybe London. Let's look at London. So it starts with L. London is written like this. Now I want to use an underscore. So let's represent an underscore with two letters like ON for London. We know London is written like this, London. So we've substituted ON with two underscores like this. So let's check. Now we are dealing with the city. So let's go to the city. Here's the city, London. It has retrieved London. The underscore represents a single character within a string. So we can also represent for D an underscore. Still we have to get London. Same result. L, let's see what we get. There. O, let's just remain with O. Let's see. There's also Berlin. The underscore is simple to use, like we've done there. Let's proceed to the square bracket. The square bracket or the square bracket wildcard returns a result if any of the characters inside gets a match. For example, to return all customers starting with either A, S, or P. Let's say select all from customers where contact name like, the square brackets has to be in single quote as well because they are treated as a string and characters at the same time. B, S, P. Now, here, let's put a percentage sign. So what we are saying is return all customers starting with either BSP in their contact name. So all customers whose contact name starts with BSP is going to return them. Remember, putting the percentage sign wildcard at the end means starts. If we put it at the beginning, means it ends. So here, those customers starting with BSP is going to return them. There. P is there. S is there. B is there. P. So these are the three letters that have matched. If we put at the beginning, let's check. It ends. For S is there. For B is there. S. Looks like we only have one B. P we don't have, so it hasn't returned because it's empty. Let's proceed to the hyphen. The hyphen, copy the same one. We said we use the hyphen in the range like pattern. So we say select all from customers where contact name like the same square bracket A to, let's say, F. Let's see, before we use any other character, let's see what we get. We get an empty because SQL doesn't know whether to start with or end with or contains. So the percentage character is very important in SQL when working with wildcards. When we say like this, we mean starting with letter A up to F. It's going to retrieve. We check there. So there is A, C, F. The next letter after F, it's G. So we don't expect to have G going up there up to Z. There. Putting this one at the beginning, we get the opposite. So ends with A up to F. So we are not going to expect G going up there if we check. Okay. Wildcards are very interesting to work with and simple at the same time. So now combining wildcards. Any wildcard like the percentage, the underscore can be used in combination with each other or with other wildcards. Let's return all customers that starts with letter A and are at least 3 characters in length. What we can do is, let's paste the same one. We want to return all the customers that starts with letter A and at least 3 characters. Here we are going to say name, contact name like A underscore 1 underscore 2. It starts with letter A and at least 3 characters in length. Then at the end it can have any number of characters and any pattern. Let's check. You'll find that a record or every record that will be returned will start with letter A and then there are at least 3 letters in length. So Anna has 3 letters. Anthony is more than 3. Annie more than 3. Aria more than 3. If we had a record or a customer with only 2 letters in the first name, even if they start with letter A, but if there are 2 letters or characters, they could have been left out from our result sheet. For example, if we had Anne, just like A-N, instead of Annie with A-double-N, but A-N, that one could have been left out because our pattern here says starting with letter A and at least 3 characters in length. So there is 1, 2, 3, A inclusive. The same underscore wildcard can be used to return all customers that have got R in the second position. We can do like this. We are saying it can start with any character, but it has R in the second position because that's where R has been placed. So R is the second character in a customer's name. Let's check. There we go. And then we check Fred. There is F, R as a second character. Even this one, R is the second character. Same for this one, and this one. We can do the opposite. We say, let's put 3 characters at the end, and then let's try maybe A. What we have there. So it ends with A. We check on the contact name here. It ends with A. Then if we had any name or any customer having a name that has got 3 characters at the end, they could have been retained. But since we said percentage sign at the beginning, then they can end either in 3 letters or characters at the end, but the last letter or character should be A. So we can play around with the underscore wildcard character to define a pattern according to our specification. Something to note here is, if no wildcard is specified, the phrase has to match exact to return a result. For example, let's return all customers from Spain, where country equals Spain. Here, no wildcard has been specified, so meaning the country has to be exact as we have specified here, Spain. So if we check the country, it has to be Spain. Let's continue with a caret. A caret returns the opposite of the square brackets, those that are not in the square bracket. We are going to check the one with the bracket. This one, let's copy this one. Let's paste here. Now we are saying a caret returns the opposite of the square bracket. For this one, if we execute, let's see what we have. The contact name. The contact name here is ending in S, B, S. Let's increase this one, S. So for the square bracket, means we want our customers or customers whose contact name ends with these letters inside the square brackets, either in B, S, or P. From our results here, we can tell that we don't have for P. Now, to get the opposite of this result set, we can use a caret. My keyboard, I'm using a different keyboard, so it doesn't have the caret character. So I'm just going to copy it, and then I paste it here. Then we check. So we are saying we want all customers whose names don't end in letters that are found in the square brackets. They don't end in BSP. So if we check contact names here, so there is O, Y, D, N. So we are not going to find BSP in this contact name at the end. That's what a caret does. It returns the opposite of the square bracket. The square bracket gives us a result whose characters match those that are inside it. If we include a caret at the beginning, we are saying we want those customers whose contact name does not end in BSP. Let's execute them at the same time. Then we check. We have few results for the first one. These contacts have got names ending with S, B, Unfortunately, we don't have for P there. Then the second one, they can end in any character apart from BSP, as you can see. You're not going to find BSP as the last character of the contact name. Alright, that's how we use wildcard characters in SQL. For today, we end here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. In the next video, we are going to look at introduction to joins. If you have any question, remember to drop them in the comment section below. That will make sure I respond to them. Thank you once again, and let's meet in the next video.